And I hope you are well, and a happy Monday to you. So today I wanted to film my current favourites. So I'm going to try and chunk these up so there's a little bit of order to them. And yeah, and get consistent with doing this each month. So these favourites, I'm going to call it September favourites, but actually they're favourites like from just general, like the past few months basically. Okay, so the first one is beauty, and the first thing I want to talk about is the foundation that I'm currently using, and that is Estee Lauder Double Wear. I was really late to the party with this one, and I don't know, it took me a long time to kind of finally make that decision to buy into Double Wear, and yeah, it's so good, so I really want to talk about it. If you are into a high coverage foundation, then it is definitely for you, but the thing that I really like about it is that it's high coverage, but it kind of, if you blend it well enough, it's like, it's hard to explain, it's a lot softer than most high coverage foundations, but what I really like about it is that it's really long lasting, because obviously I think when you get to a certain age or a certain time in your life, like motherhood, topping up your makeup just isn't really a feasible thing to do, so you don't basically. So the thing that I really like about the Estee Lauder one, itch my nose, is that yeah, you can just apply it once and then it is pretty much set and ready to go. And what I really like about it is that if you get your foundation matched in the shop, it's like perfect match to your skin tone, which is really nice. That's the thing that I'm really bad at, is like taking time out with foundations to go into like Boots or Superdrug and like matching them to my skin tone. Like I just can't really get to grips with it, and I just get stressed and stop bothering basically. Next beauty thing, there's only two things, but I want to talk about skincare and the skincare that I'm using at the moment. This is, what's that hair doing? This is the first set of skincare that I've been really consistent with for a long time, and I know there's a few opinions on this brand. I think if you're quite into the beauty industry, when I used to work in the beauty industry, this step range of stuff was really like, I don't want to say frowned upon, but there was a lot of hate for it. But it is the Clinique 3-step routine. So that is their cleanser, their toner and their moisturiser. And the reason I'm into this at the moment is because with this pregnancy I have started to get really sluggish by the evening and started to get really slack at taking my makeup off. I am going to start to try and do it when I put Rory to bed, so around 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, and then like enjoy the evening and then I don't tire out too much. But yeah, so the 3-step range, and the reason I chose it and started to use it is because, like I said, I started sleeping in my makeup, and the thing about the Clinique range is that it's really, I can't try to think of the word, I don't want to say chemically, because that's kind of, it doesn't make it sound very nice. It's quite clinical range. So if you're into the idea of feeling like your skin is really clean, then I would recommend it. Because you know, sometimes when you use like natural products, like I'm all for like nice natural products, but I used to use before the Clinique stuff, I was using the No. 7 cleanser, but it always felt like once you'd washed your face it was still kind of sitting on your skin, whilst with the Clinique stuff it really kind of strips your skin of everything and it just feels really clean. So yeah, so I'm loving that at the moment, which is not for everybody, but I just felt like my skin, it needed a really good clean. So the next section I want to talk about, I've called culture, which makes it sound way fancier than it is, but it's basically like telly and books and stuff like that, and films. So there's only telly stuff on there at the moment because I haven't been reading recently, but yeah, I want to talk about, let me see, oh, and podcasts are in here too. So telly, I want to talk about a TV series that I've been obsessed with, and that is, I was going to say Bake Off then, because I am obsessed with that anyway, but I'm really into watching Liar. So if you don't watch it, it is on a Monday night, I think it's ITV or channel, I think it's ITV. And it's basically about a woman who went on a date with a man, and then after the date said that he had raped her, and it's kind of, at the moment, it's his word against hers and her word against his, and you're trying to make your mind up over who is lying. His story is more plausible and hers is more inconsistent, but I don't want to give away too much. It's really interesting TV series. It's something that's quite personal to me actually. So yes, I'm really into it, and I can't make my mind up over who I think is lying and what is going on. If you have been watching it, then leave me a comment and let me know your theories on it, because I'm obsessed. And then there are 2 podcasts that I've been really into. One is #Authentic, which is by, I'm going to say her name wrong now, her blog, Sarah Tasker, and her blog is Me and Orla. And yeah, she is really knowledgeable on Instagram. I keep saying really this whole video. It's it's annoying me, so it's probably annoying you. But I'm gonna try and stop, but I probably won't. Yeah, and she's really knowledgeable on Instagram and all things to do with Instagram, like editing photos, growing your Instagram account. So that's been really insightful. I'll say really one more time. I'm gonna get a thesaurus out in a minute and see if I can find a new word. I'm just checking my notes. And then the other one is What She Said, which I can't remember who it's by. Let me have a look. I know her blog is Wonderloose. Her name's Lucy, and her blog is Wonderloose. Lucy Sheriff. That's her name. And again, it's an insightful podcast all about blogging tips, growing your blog. She talks to a lot of bloggers about their top tips and things that they do, and I've picked up a few things on there over the week that I am going to start implementing on here and also on my blog too. Okay, next chunk is food. This will probably be one of the more full sections moving forward, but at the moment I've only got one thing to talk about, and that is Lotus Biscoff biscuits. And these are basically the biscuits that, you know, if you go to like the hairdressers or you go into a coffee shop and you get a free biscuit with your coffee, and they're the caramelised ones, it's those, and you can buy them now in shops, which you have been able to for a few months, but I keep meaning to talk about them and like always forget. But they're only £1, and yeah, you can buy a whole packet, and I love them. And I think I saw an Instagram earlier from Lamb and Bear's Instagram, Alex's Instagram, that they're in like a point with Weight Watchers or Slimming World or something. No, if it's a point, it must be Weight Watchers. Yeah, so they're pretty like good for diets like that, if that's what you're doing. I just love them. Yeah, they're really good. Okay, so the last section for me before I move on to Rory's favourites are Instagram accounts. So I have 3 this month that I want to share with you. The first one is a girl called Karis Chapman. She is so lovely, a very beautiful mum. Like, I'm so envious of how she looks. She just looks like the nicest girl ever, and her Instagram is a really good mix of like grey tones and stuff. And then the second Instagram account I want to share is Feathering the Empty Nest. The girl's name is Elle. I had to think then. Yeah, and her feed, again, is beautiful. It's full of really lovely home interiors. She's a really inspiring mum who talks about loss and homewares and loads of other things. But her blog is also a really nice read. It's really well written, full of like, if you're into like home restoration and stuff, it's really good for that. She makes some lovely points about motherhood. And then the last account I want to talk about is Hunters in Heels. I just love this girl. Yeah, Lauren Shepherd, I really want to say her name is. I don't want to look. I'm in this thing at the moment where, you know, if you can't think of somebody's name, and you normally Google it, I like refuse to, like I have to think about it for myself. I don't know why. I'm gonna put it down as a pregnancy symptom, even though it's obviously not. So Lauren Shepherd, Hunters and Heels, she has the most gorgeous Instagram account. Yeah, it's just perfect. It's really dreamy, really whimsical, really lovely. I just get lost in it. It just takes really pretty like seasonal photos. She also, I feel like we've got lots in common, because she has 2 under 2. Her littlest boy is also called Rory, and obviously my baby is called Rory, and she's also a stepmom like I am, so I kind of feel like I can really relate to that account. Okay, so Rory's favourites this month are really fun ones. He is currently obsessed with any form of ball, whether it be like a basketball, a football, a gym ball. At sensory group the other day, we were playing with like light up balls. He's now got a ball pit. Yeah, he's obsessed with balls, like really likes them. He likes to follow them around, he likes to bounce them. I don't know, he just finds it a lot of fun. You could just leave him for ages chasing after a ball. He just loves it. So I recently picked up from a charity shop a like big bag of balls for £2.50, and at the moment he is currently downstairs with his dad just throwing them around the living room. The next one I think is called a trick track set, but I may have got that wrong, and it's basically one of those things where you put the car on the top, then it goes and comes out the bottom. We got ours from Lidl, and my mum actually got it, and I think she bought it before Rory was born, and we really just got it out now whilst we are staying here. Yeah, he loves it, like it's really, really good, but I didn't think he would get it. I thought he would like quite happily watch it and watch it go on, but he's actually learned that if he puts the car on the top, it does it, and he can do it all by himself, which I'm amazed about. Like, maybe I don't give him enough credit, but I just think that's quite smart. He's 11 months old today, and he's been doing it all week, so I think that's quite smart for his age that he's clocked that. And he's also clocked if he doesn't quite put it on right, like say the wheel is up, like it's not quite on there, if he flicks it, it would also go. I just think that's really smart. All of a sudden he is obsessed with his blankets, his muslin blankets. He's always used them as like a sleep comforter and had them like when he goes to bed and when I put him to sleep, but he now like won't let go afterwards, so he carries them around like scruffed up in his hand, which is quite hard work because he is starting to pull himself, well, he is not starting to, he pulls himself up to stand. So if he pulls himself up on a coffee table or like a slippery surface, obviously if he's holding a blanket then he's gonna slip around, he doesn't have the grip of his like skin. So I do try and take them off him quite a lot, and he just doesn't like it at all. He is just obsessed with having a muslin blanket with him at all times, which is really, really cute. He has that comforter. This has been one of his favourite foods for a really long time, and I find them quite hard to get hold of, and it is the Ella's Kitchen Melty Finger Puffs. I think that's what they're called. And he has, I think there's a carrot and sweet corn flavour and then a tomato and basil flavour. He has both, and there's like 12 or 10 in a pack. They're big, they're basically long Wotsits, like this big, and they're quite thick, and he will eat a whole packet like he's a little pig. But they're quite hard to get hold of. There's only one shop in my hometown that sells them, and that is like, we've got two Boots shops. We've got a smaller one, well it's not really small. They're both the same size. One's in town, so it's walking distance for me, and then one is a drive away, and it's typically in the one that is a drive away, and it always has really bad traffic. I'm just rambling on about it now. But yeah, it only sells them in there, so they are quite hard to get hold of, but they are slightly different because you can buy a packet of the Melty Puffs. They're longer than that, so he prefers them for some reason. But yeah, he's obsessed with them. And then the last thing on Rory's list is Ben and Holly's Magic Kingdom. He has been into Peppa Pig since he was about 4 months old, like he just loves it. But he is starting to get into Ben and Holly, which is quite a welcome thing from his dad and I, because we are sick to death of Peppa Pig. But obviously it's by the same makers, so I think that he still appreciates it because of that. But for us, it's got a bit more of a storyline. Not that it's great, but I think it's nice to mix things up if we're gonna have to watch Peppa Pig. Like, it's honestly, it's on for hours in our house. Like, we'll be playing and stuff, but it's always on in the background. And for Rich, he's got two older children. One is 7 and one is 4, nearly 5. And he's obviously had Peppa Pig in his life now for about 7 years, so he's completely done with it. So yeah, that is our favourites for the month. Like I said, I'm going to try and do these monthly moving forward if there are enough things in there. I am getting way more into like making time for myself and making things for myself, so I'm hoping there will be a lot more to talk about. But yeah, that's basically it. Let me know if you enjoyed this video. I upload videos every Monday, Wednesday and Friday at 7:30. So if you haven't already, please subscribe and stay tuned for more videos, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!